So I really want to talk about neuron disorder in full. Yes, many people say non neurodevelopment disorder, intellectual disorder, but I strongly feel that they are intellectually sound and they have no developmental issues. Yes, like at least 70% out of 100, because everybody I've met with a neurological condition is special for who they are. And when taught, they may have slow learning um, skills, but they eventually have high IQs and they are very intelligent too. So most of the people that have low IQ. Most of them, not even really low IQ. Most of them, I get to see that they were not even taken to school. They did not have patient people to be able to teach them. You know, they wanted to just let them to grab everything like as if they had no neurological condition in the first place. But everybody has different learning um stage or abilities of they learn at different fast or slow space or so. So um a disability is actually not the end of the world. Actually, there is so much ability in disability, but these are the different disabilities that we have. We have those for the deaf people that can't hear, those that cannot see, those that have mental health conditions that I've made some videos in the past about, those that have intellectual disability, which I don't really agree with, those that have acquired brain injury, maybe from accidents, from seizures, or they fell down, stroke, those that have learning disability, physical disabilities like maybe those that cannot walk or they have nerve damage. So just like this picture says, embrace them. So one of those neurological disabilities that I want you to embrace today is autism. Autism is a special spectrum. I'm just going to put it that way. So I want you to get to like avoid this food for them. I'll be speaking of them individually. So I just want to talk about the foods that should be avoided. Mostly food with red meat, gluten, excess sugar, plain foods, um foods that contain a lot of ethanol or sugar, fast food, and all that. So people with autism are not rude, they are just direct. Please read these pictures, don't just listen to my voice. So these are neurological neurotransmitters actually that mostly cause hyperactivities when they are excess, but naturally they are good for you, but when they are excess you need to know that it's time for you to cut some sugar, some things in your food. And most people with autism have excess of this feel good mechanism in them, and when it starts to weigh off you get to see things like depression, anxiety, tantrums, mental, and so on. So the next is cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy has different types. These are the types or the part of the body where that it could actually affect. It affects the movement of the individual, involuntary movement, stiff or pleuropy muscle, delay in speaking, delay in walking, delay in eating, and they most of them they have deficiency in vitamin D, and then some have osteoporosis and all that. So I'll still be advising that you check your sugar level still. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that they don't eventually have things like diabetes, which they are prone to have mostly as they age. Please, you need to check the um reduce the sugar. Also, Williams syndrome. I'm trying to beat up with the time as the video is very fast. This is a syndrome that actually makes you very friendly and happy and dancing and singing, and most times you get to be able to answer questions like about nature. And sometimes people with Williams syndrome can also have autism. When you search right there, you see autism in that beautiful butterfly. So these are the faces of some people with Williams syndrome. The next is Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome actually is divided into two parts of tics. We have the motor and the um, vo- um, um, vocal tics. Mostly, it is attributed to the increase in dopamine in the neuron activities or neuron transmissions, and you can have things like um, mouth, eye flapping, eye twitching, neck, whatever. There are many I cannot remember. I'm trying to like see other things. So these are the neurotransmitters actually. Search for dopamine, involuntary movement, when they are too much, but they actually have good purposes. So this is ADHD. I made a video of ADHD already and I'm going to post it. ADHD mostly attributed to when you don't have enough neurotransmitters or you've not been eating you forget to eat, mostly not being motivated, but by the time you eat you start getting hyperactive. And this is Down syndrome. So Down syndrome is almost like Williams syndrome. They are very lovely, they are very friendly, and they are beautiful as well. You can see their smile. And they also have tendency of having heart diseases, diabetes, even at younger age. So please cut down the food intake, excess sugar, excess sugary drinks, energy drinks, and you can be able to see that the hysterics is going to be reduced, especially drinks with ethanol or alcohol. Next is fetal alcohol syndrome, which is mostly caused when the mother of the child are taking excess alcohol during pregnancy. As you can see, apart from autism, Williams syndrome, Down syndrome, and Tourette syndrome, fetal alcohol syndrome is like the number one in the whole world. So mothers, please say no to alcohol when pregnant. And the next one is so many others that I cannot keep mentioning, like Angelman syndrome, Locking syndrome, many like that. There are so many others. So whatever special need your child is falling to, please reduce your sugar intake. I'm going to upload a picture that states the types of foods that are very high in sugar, not just your granulated sugar or cube sugar now. The food, because sugar converts or is fermented into ethanol, and ethanol is also alcohol. So even children that has drooling issue, I drool to due to the fact that I have cerebral palsy. So you can cut down the sugar and you'll be surprised to how much changes you will see. Though with time you have to be consistent. So thank you for listening. God bless you. Bye. Love you.